Hi, I'm Ryan Tedmus.
And I'm Ryan Zornado, and this is the Premier Auction Preview, where we'll take a look at some of our favorite collectibles hitting the auction block this month. We have over 60 huge listings going live on the 8th, including some incredible Michael Jordan cards in honor of Michael Jordan month, as well as some Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, and Peyton Manning cards ahead of the Chiefs and Niners showdown in Vegas. And later on, our TCG expert Doug Brenner will give us his take on some ultra-rare Pokemon cards also coming up this month.
All right, Z, that's enough of the intros. Let's get to some of the amazing cards available this month, starting with Michael Jordan. In honor of Michael Jordan's 60th birthday on the 17th, we're celebrating the GOAT with a special Jordan month here at PWCC. We'll have special filters and collections in our weekly auctions based on the Jordan card hierarchy from our boy Cajun Cardboard.
All right, Sebas, there's always some debate about Michael Jordan's true rookie card, and we got a few different options here. We got the 85 Nike, the Star, and the 86 Flair.
Yeah.
This is always a hot debate. What's your take on what you consider his true rookie card?
His mainstream rookie card is, of course, the 86 Flair basketball rookie card, but his true rookie card is the 84-85 Star basketball number 101 rookie card. And this one here is encased in a BGS 8.5 holder, one of the best ones in existence, issued during his actual rookie season, in his Chicago Bulls uniform, condition sensitive, rare.
Great photo too of it.
Incredible in-action photography, beautifully preserved edges, sharp corners, great print. Sometimes on this issue, you'll even get this little faint vertical factory black print line down to the sort of left of the card here. This one's absent of that print line, absolutely gorgeous. Without question, one of the best copies in existence. Very difficult to improve on. Very few copies grade higher than this example. Just a critically important Michael Jordan rookie card. Certainly a cornerstone for any GOAT collection.
Absolutely agreed. One of his best, and in my opinion, his true rookie card, deserving of the passion given to it. We also have a lot of other great Michael Jordan cards, a lot of 90s inserts that really were part of the groundwork for modern cards today, giving us those short prints, super unique designs, full foil fronts, just some crazy unique cards that I would love to start to dive into some of these.
Yeah. Before we get to those incredible 90s Michael Jordan parallels, we have to touch on the iconic 86 Fleer Michael Jordan rookie card number 57 within the 86 Fleer basketball set. Beautiful card, instantly recognized. And we really have a special one here available in this premiere auction. Absolutely pristine print, outstanding color and registration, dead-centered, pinpoint sharp corners with these condition-sensitive corner tips, those full bleed corner tips.
Too often do you see at least one of these sub-rays with like 9 corners, 9 edges, just like the 84 Star. The full bleed border, so condition-sensitive. They really don't come this nice. Now it's time to move into some of these inserts. I think the first insert we dive into is the 96 Flair Showcase Hot Shots. Really one of Jordan's first inserts, and to this day, probably one of the toughest to pull too.
One of the more condition-sensitive cards from the 90s. Die cut, you have these extremely fragile corner tips here, condition-sensitive edges, low insert rate. One unique thing about this card, in particular with these Hot Shots inserts from 96, was a lot of them actually had the wrong player's name featured. So like the image might feature Michael Jordan, but it could say Shaquille O'Neal on the side of it.
And this is a testament to these early 90s inserts. A lot of these manufacturers, a lot of these companies, this was the first time they were trying to introduce something like this.
Yeah.
So the manufacturing behind these was brand new, and they were trying to just figure it out themselves. So the quality control checks, the condition, everything was so brand new that you got a bunch of these errors, especially in the 96, 97, where you did see these other names. We have a lot of great 97 inserts of Jordan, but there are 2 in particular in this auction that I think just need a little extra attention, and probably his 2 most important, that being the 97 PMG Red and the 97 Embossed Refractor. 2 truly amazing inserts.
Of course, the 97 Precious Metal Gems Red Parallel certainly sits at the top of Cajun Cardboard's MJ hierarchy. One of the most iconic sports cards in the entire market. Really, in my opinion, this is the Jordan to own. You have this gorgeous foiling on the front surface, early serial numbered production, limited to only 90 manufactured.
Which is interesting, and for people who might not know, and this is one of the most recognized inserts, but it shows 100 as the serial number on the back, but as we all know, the first 10 were green, even though the serial number does show 100.
Yeah.
It's kind of a really interesting take on those.
Anytime one of these hits the auction block, it is aggressively pursued. This is the 43 of 100 serial stamp example. Gorgeous card. You have this outstanding photography with this unique design. Of course, each player has this unique design on the backdrop. Heavily foiled, as mentioned. Condition sensitive as well. I mean, always affected by surface chipping, edge damage, corner wear. And again, Skybox just knocked it out of the park with this production. It's just a gorgeous card.
I think it's time to transition though to the other grail in this auction, which is the 97 embossed refractor Jordan. This is a PSA 10 Pop 4. Pack odds, I believe, if I'm correct, 1 in 23,000.
23,040 packs to pull MJ.
Oh, just incredible. So just not in the pack odds and the rarity of these, but the condition sensitive, the die cut, the embossed, just absolutely incredible. Out of 74, this being the 33.
Anytime you present a PSA 10 example to the MJ collecting community, again, the demand for this card within the PSA 10 holder is
probably going to be one of the most aggressively pursued cards in this auction. I want to move over to the Take It to the Net real quick.
Okay.
We saw the 96s, we saw the 97s. 98 also had some really fun designs, this being one of them.
Yeah, for me, the computer circuit board as the reverse, the gold serial stamp on the reverse, limited to 1,000. This happens to be the 3 of 1,000 serial stamp example. Again, freshly encased in a PSA 10 holder, Pop 38, one of the best cards from the 98 issue.
All right, we're going to kind of wrap up the Jordan segment, but, I want to circle back to a few we missed. So I want to do a rapid fire with you real quick of a few of these still really important inserts that we missed, starting with the Super Rave. Give me a quick little 15, 20 seconds on that.
The Super Rave Jordan from 97 Z-Force. One of the toughest 90s Michael Jordan cards in existence, limited to only 50 manufactured, pack odds of 1 in over 56,000, so just astronomical pack odds, beautiful in design, encased in the BGS 9 holder, one of the best copies in the market. Stunner.
Oh, absolutely. And then, PSA 7 Ultra Stars Gold, just another beautiful rarity.
This is the parallel to the 97 Ultra Stars, this being the gold parallel. Incredibly rare, over 28,000 pack odds to pull MJ, so incredibly elusive MJ from 1997, issued right in the midst of another NBA championship with the Chicago Bulls. Beautiful in design, that cracked ice front design, it really pops on tilt and light, case in the PSA 7. About as good as it gets.
Absolutely. And then the final one, the Golden Touch die cut Jordan, just another super sensitive condition.
Another Skybox masterpiece. I mean, again, die cut production, notoriously condition sensitive points to the card, delicate edges, really a difficult card to locate within a PSA 10 holder. I think it's actually only a Pop 10 within a PSA 10 holder.
Amazing.
So incredible write up on the back, beautiful design, great photography. It has everything going for it. One of the best inserts from the 90s in my opinion. And again, these three are very high on Cajun Cardboard's MJ hierarchy. Incredibly elusive, really Michael Jordan grails that just rarely surface at auction.
All right, Tedmus, I think it's time to move on to some other GOATs. I want to give some attention to some GOATs of the gridiron: Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, Peyton Manning. We have 6 cards here, all featured in this month's auction, all truly incredible cards, but I think the focus here needs to be at first on Patrick Mahomes. I want to start with this one here. It's a 2/2 brand logo, National Treasures with the Nike logo.
Yeah, I mean, the red brand logo from NT Football, extremely elusive parallel, limited to only 2 manufactured. This is the 2/2 serial stamp example. Obviously, the main highlight of this particular card is that incredible logo patch within, capitalizing on that swoosh. Beautiful on-card autograph encased in a 9.5 holder. I mean, if you're looking for a top-tier Mahomes RPA, this is one of the best ever manufactured.
I absolutely agree. The Nike logo, amazing card, but does it beat a 101 NFL shield? The iconic logo of the National Football League is just, it's what everybody wants. This is the probably the chase card of every high-end product is that logo right there. Being a 101, color matching red foil, just absolutely incredible.
Yeah, I mean, you touched on it. The rarity, the 1/1 serial stamp off to the left portion of the card, that player-worn NFL shield patch embedded within, the red foiling around that patch window, beautiful red foiling. It really pops when tilted in the light. You can't beat it. It's really one of the chase cards within this product.
Yeah, just the overall design, all the effort that went into making these. There's a big reason why National Treasures is one of the most talked about and hyped up products every year. Especially in 17 with Mahomes, this has just become a grail. So going from one top tier product to the next, Panini Prizm Gold Mahomes, and this being his autograph.
Flagship production from Panini, being a gold parallel from Prizm Football, extremely rare, limited to only 10 manufactured. You have the autograph, of course, great photography, and again, as you know, the gold parallel is such a chase card within the product.
Printed at 10, this being the 10 of 10.
Yeah, it's extremely rare. I love the gold chromium front of this front surface. It really pops when tilted in the light. That blue ink really pops against those bold gold borders. Prizm Football often subjected to surface indents, scratching. So the fact that this is such a well-preserved chromium front surface is quite unique. 10 of 10 serial stamp, 9.5 holder, can't beat it.
I think it's time that we go from, probably the go of the present to go to the past. We have a Tom Brady rookie card as well as a Peyton Manning, his 98, Atomic Refractor, Beckett 10, really one of his best and most beautiful rookie cards when it comes to just the overall design. Extremely condition sensitive and rare.
Collectors really appreciate this particular rookie card, hailing from Bowman's Best, that cracked ice finish, really condition sensitive, rare, limited to only 100 manufactured. And if that one doesn't pique your interest, we have another beautiful Peyton Manning rookie card in this premiere auction. This one's a 1/1 parallel, so just a beautiful die cut rookie card. Extremely rare, obviously, 1/1 production, encased in a BGS 9 holder, incredible preservation.
And what's unique is I guarantee there is a lot of people who didn't know this existed. All right, so concluding on some of these amazing GOATs, probably the GOAT of the GOAT, Tom Brady. The 2000 Bowman Chrome Refractor, just so much to talk about here. Really one of his most impressive and probably important cards. A lot of his rookie cards are featured in a practice jersey. You don't really see too many of him in his Patriots uniform.
Yeah, I mean, certainly regarded as one of Tom Brady's most iconic rookie cards. Mr. Seven Rings, as you mentioned, most of his rookie cards are feature Tom Brady in his Michigan gear or in a practice jersey. So the fact that this one hails from that elite Bowman brand, pictures him in his Patriots gear. You have this wonderful in-action photography, and of course, being the refractor parallel to his Bowman Chrome rookie card, it's notoriously condition sensitive, so just a tough card to locate within a BGS 9 holder. Centering shifts. Centering is such a factor on this card, and it's very difficult to locate this card with great centering. So again, 9.5 centering as well as 9.5 edges. Really tough reverse black borders, those full bleed black borders, always subjected to chipping. So again, just a really difficult card to locate in high grade, and just one of his best rookie cards.
We just concluded on 3 go to the gridiron, past, present, and obviously Mahomes being the future of the sport. I think it's time we take a break from sports and transition to maybe some of the go to the TCG world.
All right, I'd like to welcome Doug Brenner to the show. Doug is our in-house TCG expert, fresh off a trip to Germany to the TCG Gala. Why don't you tell us about some of the best Pokemon cards available in PWCC's Premier Auction?
Absolutely. So we'll start over here. These 4 right here are 4 cards from the 1999 English base set. That set is probably the most iconic set in all of English Pokemon cards. So to see all 102 cards from the set in PSA 10 grades is pretty phenomenal.
All right, that's wonderful. So what's next?
Yeah, next up, I want to talk about these 2 together. The 70,000 points Umbreon and the 50,000 points Espeon. And of all of the Daisuke Club points cards that you could earn, These were by far the most points that you ever had to earn a card. So they're two of the toughest cards to obtain in Pokemon history.
And when you say points, did you have to earn points by playing in tournaments, or is that?
Yes, that's exactly right. People could earn points and record the points in their passports, and they'd earn points by doing various activities and tournaments. For the 70,000 point Umbreon, there's only 21 PSA 10 examples in the world, and only 50 total copies have ever been graded by PSA.
Wow.
To see both come up to auction in a PSA 10 at the same time with the consecutive certs is something we never see.
Right. All right, Doug. So tell me about this one. This one looks completely foreign to what your typical Pokemon card looks like. Can you explain this one to me?
Absolutely. That is the Creatures Deck Beta Chansey.
Okay.
And I love this deck. I love this set. And this is probably, the top three, top two most sought after, most popular card from the set. The Creatures Deck set was given to employees, influencers, and artists of the Creatures Company in 2021 as a holiday gift. No one knows exactly how many total decks were given out, but people estimate that somewhere between 250 and 400 decks total. So, with a total print run of an estimated 400 copies, that certainly helps make it more sought after. And then the artwork on the front is definitely one of the things that makes this Chansey so appealing. As you see, the borders around the card are a holographic border, which does make it more susceptible to showing damage and showing any sort of chipping or whitening. That's definitely a reason why it's very rare to find one of these in a PSA 10. And in fact, there has never been a public sale for this Chansey in a PSA 10. Definitely one of the most popular things about this card is the beta drawing of Chansey on the front. So the Japanese base set released in 1996, and this drawing is supposed to represent a drawing drawn by Kuchi Uyama in 1995, who is one of Pokemon's earliest illustrators.
Well, Doug, that seems like an incredible card. Can you tell us about the remaining 3 Pokemon cards here?
Let's talk about the 2 Charizards next.
Instantly recognized.
Yeah, so iconic. A staple for any incredible Pokemon collection. There are currently 123 PSA 10 Charizards in the world. A little bit more when it comes to the Beckett 9s, but what's cool about this Beckett 9 is it's got a thick stamp, first edition stamp on it, that it makes it look a little bit extra thick, a little extra dark, and those do tend to garner slightly higher prices than the normal first edition shadowless stamp.
One thing I also noticed about the BGS 9 copy is this one's actually 0.5 away from the overall 9.5 technical assessment. So 9.5 centering, 9.5 surfaces, 9 corners, 9 edges. So that is certainly a special treat right there. Another card, the final card here, presents a little bit different, to me at least. On the reverse, it says Pocket Monsters. Can you explain this last card to me, please?
Yeah, absolutely. So the 1998 Camex Mega Battle computer error is extremely rare. These were given out as a participation prize in the Camex Mega Battle tournaments in 1998. And what's extremely unique about this card is that they are very hard to come across in a high grade. And this is as good as it gets when it comes to Beckett graded examples. This is a Pop 1, none graded higher. And so for the trophy and promo card collectors in Pokemon, this is a big deal. We don't know exactly how many of these were produced, but we know that very few of them have been graded. To have this one, a Pop 1 example, come up for auction is incredible.
All right, Doug, thank you for this incredible knowledge. I really appreciate it. Now we're going to bring in Ryan Zornado and wrap up this premiere auction show.
We have over 60 amazing cards in this premiere auction, and it's so hard to get to all of them. So we wanted to just take a quick second and do kind of some quick hits, touch on a lot of these cards that we haven't mentioned so far. I'm going to start, if that's okay. First year, 2020, Topps Dynasty F1, Max Verstappen, 3 championships in a row. Truly just one of his most important cards for Dynasty. 4/4, Beautiful, pristine autograph, amazing patch, a great card from first year Dynasty.
Absolutely. These are some of my personal favorites. You can never go wrong adding a gold refractor from Topps Chrome of LeBron James, King James. Limited to only 50. This is certainly one of his more iconic images from Topps Chrome basketball. Going up for one of those monster dunks. You have those beautiful gold borders, encased in a PSA 9 holder. Really one of LeBron James' most important Topps Chrome cards right here.
I'm going to transition sports here. I'm going to go soccer. Mbappe, orange refractor, first year Topps Chrome product. Really probably one of the best cards from the product too. And, you got Ronaldo, you got Messi in there. But Mbappe just, in my opinion, anchors that set when it comes to just most important cards.
And again, being an orange refractor parallel, limited to only 25 manufactured.
Oh, and this one is a beautiful example. You got pristine centering, edges, and surfaces. Just a little bit of a corner touch. If that wasn't there, it'd be pristine.
I'm going to transition to the kid, Ken Griffey Jr., 1998, Essential Credentials Future. Such an iconic production, well known for its unique serial system. You have this beautiful design. You have that die-cut player image on the front, acetate off to the left, foiling off to the right. Really one of the most attractive cards from the 90s. And this one, encased in a PSA 9 holder, one of the best in the hobby.
Transitioning from one manner to another, this beautiful 2001 Bowman Chrome Gold Refractor Ichiro here in a Beckett 9.5. Truly just one of the best manners and honestly one of probably the greatest baseball players when it comes to at the plate.
One of my personal favorites, one of the most important vintage basketball rookie cards in the entire market, Wilt Chamberlain's 61 Fleer rookie card. This one encased in an SGC 8 holder. Furthermore, this one has earned PWCC's exceptional eye appeal certification. If you know this issue, you know that this is one of the best copies in the entire market. Dead centered, pinpoint sharp corners, beautiful print, color, and focus. Really an exceptional example.
I'm going to choose this one because, someone who could never really play basketball too well, but Steve Nash, point guard, same position as myself for the years I did play.
Yep.
This being a 101 2005 exquisite, beautiful autograph, an amazing patch for the product.
Transitioning to one of the most iconic cards in the entire market, the 52 Topps Mickey Mouse.
Gotta talk.
Inaugural Topps baseball set, beautiful production. This one's encased in an SGC 4 holder. Really well preserved. You have sharp corners, that dark blue backdrop, great clarity. Rock solid mid-grade copy here.
I'm going to go with a more recently hit card, the 2023 Kaboom Gold CJ Stroud. We also have the 101 Green Kaboom coming in for this month's premiere auction that will also be featured. Just an absolute stunner of a card.
Moving on to a beautiful 1-of-1 second year Tim Duncan, 1-of-1 Jim Masters, based in a PSA 7 holder. These just never hit the auction block. Really an iconic production.
Absolutely. Can't pass on this one either. Another Sidney Crosby, but this one, limited to 87. Just another absolute stunner, in a Beckett Raw Review 9.
Well, you can't talk about hockey greats without including Wayne Gretzky.
Absolutely.
Obviously, one of the greatest hockey players of all time. And this is one of his best rookie cards. This is his OPG variation to his rookie production. Card number 18 within the 79 OPG hockey set. This one's encased in a PSA 9 holder. Really a tremendous example. Nearly impossible to improve upon. I mean, this is a pack fresh beauty, and then just one of the highlights within PWCC's premiere auction.
On the heels of last premiere auction, we have another beautiful 101 Superfractor Caitlin Clark coming up. Obviously, there's so much attention was around the last one at auction. I can only imagine what this one is going to do.
And finally, 2009 Topps Chrome Refractor Steph Curry rookie card, encased in a PSA 10 holder. Within that 2009 Topps basketball set, you had the refractor parallels, limited to 500 manufactured. This one encased in a PSA 10 holder and has earned an NBA silver certification, just an elite Steph Curry rookie card.
So, you're right. We have hit on so many amazing cards, and there's also going to be Flash coming in. Please go check these out. Extended bidding starts on February 22nd for this premiere auction.